Hey, Get Fox here. Today I got a review of Rod Woodson's 91 overall legend card. It boosts up to 92 since I have the read and react count on, which I think is an absolute necessary chem to have on a card for DB if you can get him up to 90 or 91 zone coverage. So 90 speed, so he really makes up for the thing that kind of Chris Harris lacks on. That +3 speed really takes him to the top threshold. You know, he's not going to catch Odell, but he's basically going to hang with most wide receivers in the game. As we can take a look at the rest of the stats. Acceleration 92, agility 92, man coverage 90, but I've seen man coverage be trash both with Harris and Woodson, and really just in general, even with the speed, I don't think it really keeps up well enough. Although I think Rod Woodson is a little bit better than Harris with the extra speed because he can keep up with those post routes, even though he doesn't have like the elite man break coverage like Harris would. The 90 man coverage is quite important. So there he is chucking up, and Rod Woodson, yeah, thanks. That's ours now. But going through this card, I will say it performed very well. It did everything I asked it to, and I guess I could end the review there. The funny thing is, like, it made mistakes, and it had some WTF moments, but overall you get great plays like that. I don't know how much you guys use your corners, how you use them, but it doesn't really matter with Woodson. He can play a cover 2, a cover 3, a cover 4, a cover 1, a cover 0. He's the best in the game. Although cover 1, cover 0 aren't the great unless you can really make adjustments to predict where your opponent's going. But like, look at that, like nice little hit power at 83 for a cornerback, top tier elite. Well, that will probably be one of the top tier cornerbacks this year for hit power. Although I do see as the overalls are going up, the hit power kind of gets increased no matter who you are. Because Chris Harris was in like the mid 70s too, and Woodson's quite a hitter. Played some of his career at safety. Here's his cornerback card on the Steelers, so we gotta love that. He's on the best team in the NFL ever. The mid 90s. No, just kidding. The Steelers in general. No big deal. No bias at all. Anyways, the rest of his stats, the player at 85, yeah, it's a little bad, but it's at cornerback. So with a cornerback, you don't really feel the effects of play rec that much because they're always pass first kind of guys. There was something that I was like, WTF, Rod. I think he was going to go play the man a little bit more, but because the ball missed so much, he didn't play the ball. That was something weird. But you will see in other passes, like, I don't know where in this review is at, but he does react immediately when the quarterback throws the ball. Not when his hips are turned. You're not going to get very, like that one against cover 3. That one's not great. But when the ball's thrown, when the quarterback's winding up, he will react because he has that 91 zone coverage plus with the chemistry. Right there. That was the play. Go ahead and rewind it. I'm not going to do it for you. I showed off the Chris Harris Jr. review, that 91. But you saw right when the quarterback was winding up, about halfway through, maybe a little bit earlier than that, slightly earlier, maybe a frame or so, he was breaking on that ball for that corner route. So that is the 91 in action. Beautiful card. Does it all. Has good hands. 79 catching. Obviously not Deion Sanders type catching. Not anything great like that. But 91 jump. 6 foot flat. So, you know, he's not, a Mel Blount out there. But him and Mel Blount on opposite sides of the field, you really can't go wrong. Here he is in a cover 2, shaded down. And I don't know how that wasn't completed. I really don't know how Rod made that play, made that guy drop the ball. I don't know if it was in raw intimidation, but there he is getting blocked there on the edge. So, no, he's not going to shed everything. Only 74 block shed, so a lot of wide receivers will hold him on the block because a lot of wide receivers have high blocking this year. I don't know why they did that. They kind of screwed up stats, in my opinion. I'll complain about that all year with every wide receiver that's a high overall having high block shed. Like, no way Odell or Antonio Brown should have that kind of run block that they have. I said block shed, but I meant run block. Anyways, Rod Woodson. His traits: clutch, yes, awesome. High motor, yes, great. D-line swim move, bull rush, it doesn't matter. Big hitter, yes, as we've seen from a few of the hits. That means the CPU will be laying big hit sticks down. Like, I guess that was my big hit stick. Play ball and air balance, but you turn that on aggressive. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't really seen any testing on the aggressive, like play ball and air type trait, whether that does anything with the coach adjustments or if the player trait kind of plays into it a little bit, and if aggressive's the best or whatnot. Because we saw earlier when I complained about Rod Woodson not playing that ball because it kind of looked like he was playing the man. He just completely missed it. He's whiffed on some other things too for me, and it's kind of disappointing. Like, that was a nice little snag. There was him playing the ball, going up and grabbing it. Mr. Woodson, nice work. So overall, he's got the strip ball, no, which is too bad, but Overall, Woodson, love this card. I think it's the best cornerback in the game right now for everything he does. He's got those 3 extra speed on Harris. That's really his competition, is that Chris Harris card. We'll see as more cornerbacks come out that are higher overall with speed and whatnot, where they can contain the hit power that Woodson has. Love this card. Unfortunately, it's 878,000 coins, also cheaper than Harris. But I got to give the card a 9.8 right now because of that zone coverage. That'll probably go down as the year goes on, and it's a little high price, so you got to take off like 0.8 because of the price, so about a 9 flat with price. Thanks for watching Call to Action. I'll see you tomorrow.